there is nothing like the feeling when you walk into the garage and everybody starts cheering and you actually see the car for the very, very first time in person. Never had that experience, and it is overwhelming. I can tell you honestly, when I go to the car shows, I get all my RestoMod stuff out. I tell them my story, and I'm living proof that it is for real.
I'm here in RestoMod's garage with the winner of RM16, Ricky Fidler himself, who decided to take some time out of his busy schedule and come and visit us here in San Diego. As we were calling the winner of RM29, we did that yesterday, and hopefully that was a lot of fun for you.
Oh, that was great. That was absolutely great. I mean, just like there, when I had ordered, called up about ordering that cleaner, and that's when I found out that it was going to be March 7th, and I looked down my calendar, I thought, I'm going to the call out when they call the winner for RM29. I want to be there, and that was fantastic.
That was pretty fun. That kid was very excited. We can't wait to get him out here, Nathaniel. I think he's finishing up his paperwork today, and then he's going to, I mean, you did all that when you won your car.
I know what that's like. That was just wonderful. And then to come out and be here and drive the car around San Diego, my son and I, and it's just awesome. It never, you never dream it would happen.
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of the crazy thing is, you know, people enter these giveaways and, you know, it's always a possibility, right? You're always dreaming of it happening, but then when you're called and it's really you, you know, it's got to be a unique feeling. Tell us about that feeling.
Oh, it's, well, I can honestly say when I answered the phone and you said who you were, I had to think, and I'm there, oh, this is a put on. Somebody's pulling my leg, playing a big joke on me. It took a little bit of convincing that you were who you are. And, and I couldn't remember what car it was because when I first started buying hats and t-shirts, I was entered in a couple other contests, and I just couldn't remember what car it was because I remember cars. From being in the chrome plating business, people would call me up and say, my name is Irvin Johnson, are my parts finished? And I would say, well, Mr. Johnson, I don't know. Could you tell me what kind of car we're working on? And he would say, well, I have a 53 Henry J. Oh yeah, I said, them parts are all finished up, they're ready for pickup. I was gonna call you tomorrow because I wasn't quite finished wrapping them up. And I would know the people by their automobiles more so than their name.
Yeah, that happens to me a lot too. You know, I'll run into guys at a car show and I'll remember the car 100%. I'll be like, oh, remind me of your name again, you know, just but it's good to always have that connection. It always, the cars always resonate. So yeah, we're excited to be giving away RM29. What do you think about RM30, the red Charger?
That Charger's beautiful. Oh my goodness. Kitty wants to win that one.
Oh, you like that one? That's a nice car. I like that one too. You know, we get a lot of people, you know, say, oh, you have the coolest job. You know, you get to see all these cars, and you know, it is a very cool job, and giving away the cars is the best part of it. But at the same time, you know, we get these cool cars through here, and I'm like, man, I'd really like to keep that one. But by the time we get to that point, it's already locked into the giveaway, and we're giving it away. So that's one I'd sure like to keep. But maybe one day I'll build one for me. But yeah, that's going to be a fun one to give away. I like that Ramcharger too, that 75 truck. That one's a good one. And we got some other fun stuff in here. What's your favorite thing in the garage right now, you think?
Oh man, I like that Riviera.
65 Riviera.
Oh, that is yep, because it's not your average muscle car.
No, but it's actually got a pretty decent amount of power in
Oh
that thing.
yeah, oh definitely. I mean, a car I've always had my eye on are the GSX Buicks.
Yeah.
They're awesome, and just like at the Oldsmobiles with the W30 package and the Hearst Olds that they came out, that was a pace car for Indy. I'm a car guy, and well, I like horsepower, and I like sleepers. I like somebody comes up alongside the family car, thinks they're going to dust it up, and the next thing, they're looking at your taillights.
That's right. That's right. That Riviera, that thing gets up. I think it's about 325 horse. It's all stock.
Yeah, well, and look at how much it weighs. It's probably 5,500 pounds. It ain't.
Every bit of that. Every bit of that. You know, I know you were talking about going down to the beach. Did you bring your driver's license?
Yep.
You want to take the Riviera?
Oh,
down there?
no, I don't want to do that.
Why not?
Uh,
It's just sitting there. It needs exercise. You should take that thing down to the beach. Take your lady for a cruise.
that'd make me too nervous.
Too nervous, really?
Yeah, I mean, it ain't mine.
Well, that's true. I mean, well, you were driving around the Camaro, but that was yours at the
Right,
time.
that was mine.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, I thought about that even on the way out here about if they let me drive a car. I really don't want to. I'd rather be chauffeured.
All right, well, we can do that too, but you know, she needs a little exercise, and she's very easy to drive. It's an automatic. It's a cruiser's power windows, power seats. It's got the old AM radio. It's a great car.
I can see it already going down the highway. They'll be there.
Oh yeah. Oh, they love that one. It's a bright red.
When we go to a car show, Kitty and I, you ought to see the people hanging out of the windows taking pictures. Thumbs up, cameras out, and they're taking pictures of us as we're going down the highway.
Yep.
Blowing the horns, the truckers tooting their horns. It's just awesome.
Yeah.
It's just awesome.
Well, they probably recognize the car, and then they recognize you. Is probably what's happening.
I don't know. It's an awesome looking car, that Camaro.
I love that car. That car was very well put together. That was
That's an awesome car.
Very nice build, and I'm so happy that you're taking care of it. And then I know you told me earlier your plans for that car. You're going to pass it on to your son.
Yep, Danny's going to get that car because my daughter, she's actually a car buff herself. She has these turbocharged Subarus with the gears and everything like that. She's a standard shift, and my son Benjamin, he's an Asian and European car buff. He has a Nissan Skyline or whatever they're called.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I helped him. He rebuilt, went over the motor. He wanted to get 500 horses to the tire out of a 6-cylinder.
Oh boy.
Okay. He wound up getting 498, and I helped him put. I didn't do anything. I just advised. He took the motor apart. We put it all together. We lapped the rings in. We gapped them and everything. I told him what everything had to be. We got numbers, and I just made sure he put it together right. And the car wound up doing 498 horses to the tire.
I mean, that horsepower to weight ratio has got to be crazy in that light car.
If it had wings, it'd fly.
I bet. That's a lot of power for that car.
Oh, it is. And
that's such a great connection.
And it's right-hand steer.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, so it's one of the import, one of the ones that
well, actually,
really important.
I don't know where Ben found it, but he did tell me that last year was the opening year that the United States were going to leave the Nissan Skyliners in the country.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So the car he got was already in the country that he bought.
Yeah. So it's grandfathered in.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they manufacture them for the U.S. market, and they sell the new ones out here.
Well,
and I know a lot of the real guys have the old import ones that came in.
Well, I guess they're just that fast, too.
Yeah, they're a heck of a car, but it's such a special connection that you got that you're able to do stuff like that with your son and put these cars together and have that kind of common bond that you kind of have this activity together, and you end up with this great product at the end. But really, I'm a dad myself. To me, the best would be, the journey of going through it together with your son.
Yep, well, just like there. My father built quite a few engines in where I grew up in Rock, Pennsylvania. My father, he used to overhaul engines for the neighbors and relatives, and my job was cleaning all the parts. I never got my hands on until I was in high school and rebuilt my own engines, and I did it that way. And I was sort of, I told my son when he told me what he was going to do with it, he said, I told him I'd help. I took my tools down, everything that I needed, all the mics, my ring compressor, my valve spring compressor, everything to rebuild the motor, and I told him I wasn't going to help except for instruction.
Sure.
You got a question, you ask me the question, and I'll tell you what you got to do.
Well, and that's how they learn.
Yeah.
You know, you get a little
Hands
instruction
on.
and do
Yep.
it yourself.
Yep,
Hands
and
on.
then when he called me up and he said, Dad, you ain't going to believe it. What do you think we got? And he said, 498 horsepower to the tire.
That's unbelievable. That's a lot
and
of power.
it's just a 6-cylinder.
Yep. I forget the name of those engines and those Skylines, but man, they go like a bat out of hell. That's a great car. So, well, the Riviera's there if you want to take it down to the beach. You know, it's over there.
What
but
do you
if-
think, dear?
I'd rather chauffeur.
It's almost like she doesn't trust you behind the wheel.
No, it's due to the fact it's not ours.
I understand. Well, we can get you a ride down there. I just wanted to take a minute and chat a little bit and just thank you for coming out here to visit us.
I'm glad I came, Chris. I really am.
We're so happy to have you here. And then also,
I
you know, like I
really
said,
am.
when you win a car, you become part of the RestoMods family. And just to see you taking care of that car and enjoying it, taking it to car shows. You were just telling me about the Camaro Nationals. Tell us about that. When is the Camaro Nationals?
The Camaro Nationals this year will be July 14th, 15th, and 16th.
And where is it?
It's going to be in Mechanicsburg. No, it's in Morgantown, Pennsylvania. There's an old outlet there that it's called the Classic Auto Mall. Is where it's going to be, and the Classic Auto Mall has approximately 1,000 cars on consignment. They ship cars all over the world there, and they're from 1900s all the way up to, well, the last year both Batmobiles were there.
Oh, really? The original Adam West Batmobile.
Yep, the Adam West Batmobile and the newer Batmobile with the big hole in the front.
Oh yeah, that was the Michael Keaton.
Michael Keaton. There you go. Yep.
Yeah.
There's and what I like is they have one room set aside for Motion Chevrolet and Don Yanko Chevrolet, which I call the multi-million-dollar room because there'll be about 30 of them cars in there. And to go in and look at it's multi-million dollars worth of automobiles in one room.
The price they're getting for those Yankos nowadays is just unbelievable.
And there's a lot of, well, them are all trailered in there. There's a couple of Camaros there that don't even have 8,000 miles on them.
That's unbelievable.
And they're all big blocks, 427s.
You know, to
All
me, that's
blocks.
awesome. But to me, I mean, all these things were meant to be driven.
Oh.
But those original ones, you got to keep the miles off them.
And
I
they'll
totally
be over
understand.
700. Last year they they went over the 500 car mark, and this year they plan to exceed over 700 cars. And I can honestly say, if you walk around, you'll see that there's a car. Hawaii might be the only, and Alaska might be the only two states that there's not a Camaro from.
Wow.
From
48
California,
the other
Nevada,
48
Arizona.
And one of them will be the Gray Wolf.
And one of them will be the Gray Wolf.
That's great. That's awesome.
What would you say to people who didn't win, who don't believe that we're real? What would you tell those people?
Well, I can tell you honestly, when I go to the car shows, I get all my RestoMod stuff out. I tell them my story, and I'm living proof that it is for real. And that's what I tell them. I am living proof. And down the road, I'm going to get an extra laptop computer. I'm getting a memory stick, and I'm going to take the video that when I came out here for the car, I'm going to put that on top of the air cleaner, and I'm going to have that repeat to show the public that these things are real.
That's fantastic. That's just so great, and it's so good to see you still enjoying your prize.
Oh, every time I get behind the wheel.
That's so great, and that's really why we do what we do here, is to get those things back on the road and into the hands of people like you, and seeing you enjoy the car and enjoy it with your family and create more memories together is just that's why we do what we do. So it's really inspirational for us, and I can't thank you enough. And thank you again for coming out here to visit us.
Oh, you're welcome, Chris. Oh,
It's
and
a pleasure.
maybe there's another one down the road.
Yeah, you never know, man. Like I
Yep.
said, you're always welcome here.
Well, just like there, I know it's a long shot, but I wouldn't mind being the first guy to win too.